As well as this, he's an ex-federal air marshal, and he blew the whistle on a proposal that could have made the skies a lot less of a friendly place. But instead of becoming a hero, he got fired. He's here to tell his story. Next.
He was fired from his job as a federal air marshal after blowing the whistle on some questionable practices. It's now been 3 years, and Robert MacLean wasn't offered his job back, and he hasn't been offered an apology either. So 3 years without a job.
That was after he was cleared. And Bob joins us right now live from D.C., where the National Whistleblower Assembly is taking place this week. Good morning to you, Bob.
Good morning.
Why'd you get fired?
After a year of air marshals getting our policies that paraded us in front of the general passengers, we're boarding before the first-class passengers,
right,
and the handicapped and families with children, and we had a military dress code and grooming standard. There was, in July 26 of 2003, there was a DHS issued suicide hijacking alert in which terrorists were going to exploit an immigration loophole, which they would fly from a foreign country into the United States en route to another country. And these the visas that required them to travel these routes, the screening requirements were very weak.
Right.
And they were going to exploit the fact that they didn't have to go back through U.S. screening.
Right, exactly. And you blew the whistle, and then you got fired.
Correct. 3 days after the agency had run out of money, and to save money, they wanted to cut back on air marshals having to sleep in hotels. So nonstop long-distance flights.
Right.
We're not going to have air marshals on them.
So you blew the whistle on that, and you were concerned about the passenger safety, correct?
Yes, absolutely.
So, and they got rid of you because of that, even though you were 100% right in doing so?
And were exonerated.
That's correct. The GAO report that has come out last month, and of course the other GAO reports and Inspector General reports that came out subsequently, they pretty much said exactly the plot was real. It was actually a foiled plot,
right,
and the plan never went into action due to congressional outrage.
Well, you know, it is outrageous. Here you blow the whistle, as you should.
For us.
For us, to keep us safe. They can you. It's years later. 3 years later, you've been out of work ever since. I understand you would like to work for the federal government in some measure. Bob, thank you very much for joining us today. We're going to keep track of where it goes from here.
It's not right, Bob. If anyone can hire Robert in a job that's going to be equal to his abilities and talents, please do it. Friends at FoxNews.com.